I would say it's between Swift, Big, or Nemesis. I think Big are the massive favorites. Because I think Boca will get it through points. And I think Swift will get it through the playoffs. Yeah, you really think Boca will not qualify? Have you seen Otak play on this map pack? That's the first mistake by Wiggity. Swift is like 1,000 ahead of Boca. Have you missed this complete discussion? I explained this Boca are full result behind. Go back and watch the what. I can't explain everything again. Nah, Swift can still get it, I just don't think they will. And Raistlin has 121.5. That could be good enough. What does Carl have? 121 too. Damn, he could get toasted by Beta Toast. Ah, this is looking good. Carl has it, and that's a PB already. As soon as I mentioned that someone else has a better PB, he took it personally. I think he can definitely get 120. Ah, you missed everything. That's unfortunate, but Swift are not even close to being safe. Not even close. Oh, Raistlin with a slower start, and we remember from the previous match, it was Onyx who always had the better start. And this time, Washington actually have a better start than Puff Bros. That's very interesting. I was tight by Raistlin, but he just needs to stay in third. I think the play for him here is just relax and make sure he beats one Walsium player. Let Carl win the rounds, and then if the other Walsium player makes a mistake, it's an ace. Let's see this fight. Oh, Wiggity has a better PB than Carl. Can Carl fix that? And we know Wiggity has a really nice hand here as well. But not nice enough to beat Carl. Very strong, very consistent.
Draw.
No clue. That's gonna be wide, and he drops the gear as well. Oh, respawn for a bad PC gamer, and now this is a huge chance for Puff Bros. Because if they can just get one ace, they then have Carl who can defend by winning pretty much every round. But Wicked is not making it easy for them. Did he get the checkpoint? Yeah, he did. All good. Still has a 0.25 lead over Raistlin. Raistlin, luckily for him, that's plastic. Has to save it. Still fine. Needs to make sure he at least stays third. Oh, but look at Wiggity go. He's caught up to Carl so much. Can he may even get the draw here? Good angle. Oh, it's so close, but Carl should still have it. What a turnaround! And he cannot make it, has to respawn. Raistlin makes it. And there's the ace. He had the chance. He tried, but it wasn't enough.
Ace.
Well, that was the opening because that was a slow round for Carl's standards, I think. His name was Wiggity Washtail before, so at least it's closer to the OG name. Oh, what a nice mudslide by Raistlin. It's a bad PC gamer, once again stuck in the mud. Could it be another victory? And at this point, Carl has won all rounds. Wolcian just have no answer for him. And to be fair, Wiggity hasn't been playing that bad. He's just always required to win the round, so he has to risk, and then when he makes a mistake it looks stupid, but he had no other choice. Like, all of these are forced errors. And this time is way too far. Like, he's fully relying on Carl messing up. Whoa, I can't even get second. No. That's another ace for Puff Bros. Carl new PB. As I said, he needs to have the best PB. Yeah, they were never beating this anyway. Guys, ads are once per hour. You can have 1 minute ads every 20 minutes. It's the same thing. So this is pretty much over then, because Carl will just secure first again. I think Wolcian never had a chance here. And we gotta keep it in mind, this is Wolcian's pick. And they just got destroyed by Carl. What time is this gonna be? I have no clue what checkpoints are good here. Well, it's not gonna be amazing. But he is still first, despite the massive slowdown. And he gets it a little slower compared to some of his other runs, but more than good enough. So 11-3, very convincing. Carl winning every single round. And they'll get destroyed by Carl on any map. I think they have a better chance on shitshow maps than on pace maps against Carl. I know the Puff Bros are the ones who picked Pipe Dance, but that's the map I would go with if I was the underdog against the team. I think you just pick stuff like Poop, Pipe Dance, and Beginnings. Unless you're playing against the wheel players, then you don't pick Beginnings. Otherwise, you just go with the shitshow maps and hope for the best. Because if you play stuff like Air Control and 2 wheeling against Carl, you're guaranteed to lose pretty much. So you want something where he can actually make a mistake. We should go to replay here. So let's see here. This was a pick by Puff Bros. Somehow most people are really good on this map. I have no clue how or why. But I guess none of them are Chem 1 players. But so far, more of the same. Carl with a very nice lead. A bad PC gamer. Completely wrong line. Gets wiped out. So once again, it's up to Wiggity to try to get second. Drops the gear. Not the worst thing because he had the reactor, but you still lose a bit. And he doesn't even have a 109. Yeah, this is gonna be a hammering, I think. Oh, Raceland missed. It's a decent time by Carl.
Victory.
Of course, in Europe we have seen much better than this. 2-1, but it looks quite grim here. If Wiggity cannot get a 109, I think he just loses every single round to Carl. Because Carl, as a Chem 3 main, I think he can do mid to low 109 every single round and never make a mistake. Has such a massive advantage by being a Chem 3 main on this map. Especially against someone who cannot even do a 109. So this is, I think, borderline impossible for Wolcian to win. Unless Carl misses the end. That's their best chance, probably. I think so too. I think 2 Wheeling in EU will be mid 120s. With the top teams, with the occasional low 120 by Otak. That should also be a good map for Swift. Much better than stuff like Pipe Dance and Beginnings. And there he goes, 1096. Raceland misses again. They had the ace. But Raceland cannot get the risky fin. Carl just looks on a completely different level compared to the others. So of course, 0% crashes, 100% top ones. Did we expect anything else? Oh, that's really wide by Wiggity. He's gonna lose so much. Manages to keep the gear at least. Oh, that's a huge crash. Bad PC gamer. He just hasn't been the same since they lost 2 Wheeling against Onyx. He's been really poor since then. And now Puff Bros have a massive lead. Now Raceland can almost go for the safe finish. He's like thereabouts. At this point he can go for it. And it should easily be enough. Does he know though? That is the question. No, he goes risky. Barely gets it. Finally they get the ace. So here I think if you have a second you can safely go for it. Because especially if you aim for it, then you don't have to readjust or anything. You should never lose more than a second. Carl's PB. 1092 online. But I think offline he has like 108.8, something like that. He's obviously not required to push. I think you're gonna see him drive 108 in the global playoffs. And we've got Puff Bros once again looking to get the ace. Raceland is trying to get back to second. However, a victory is more than fine for them. Because this is just the Carl show. There's the mistake. First mistake of the match. Raceland needs to clutch. No way. Wiggity. And they get it. 6-5. Finally a mistake. In the Chem 3 section. A decent time as well. 1095. Like, you get smashed by top EU teams if you drive that. Unfortunately, I know from experience. But for this level, that's really good. So it's not over yet. Carl is human after all. They went from victory to getting aced in the identity. A little stumble there, but he has enough pace to come back. Massive crash. It's up to Wiggity, who is kinda close, has a much better angle compared to Carl. What is happening to Carl now? Can he get it? Still has a better angle here. Will catch up a lot to both. And look at this. He is almost second already. Who gets the most speed? I think Carl has it. No, loses by 7,000. Huge clutch by Wiggity there. He just finished too far to the left. But definitely had more speed. So Walsian just hanging on. 2 poor rounds now for Carl. Win rate down to 80%, that's unacceptable. That's the real Carl, look at this start. That goes a little bit too wide, will allow the others to catch up just a tiny bit. Then there's a mistake and another respawn by a bad PC gamer. Raceland will get saved by the reactor, so it's not a big deal. Wiggity, once again, he is carrying so hard. Wiggity has been playing 1v2 the entire match. Love Raceland's stats, 0% crashes and 0% top ones. We know it's not completely accurate because he missed the finish twice. Still kind of funny to see. And he is catching up. Oh, can he get a sick identity? Which would be enough for Puff Bros to win the map. It's really close. That's really aggressive. He could have it here. Oh, Wiggity with more speed, and Wiggity saves the day again. We are going to sudden death. 9-7 Puff Bros. Victory. He played well before. They had 5-2 against Onyx. And then Wiggity crashed on a PF part. So instead of going 8-2 up on 2 wheeling, they somehow ended up losing the map. And from there, a bad PC gamer has crashed pretty much every round. Like, it's actually crazy how much he fell off. He crashed every round then on Hoop, so they lost. And then this match, again, he's crashing every round. Like mentally he completely died after that round. "33 seconds, like he cannot even finish. Carl can go safe. We know he won't. But for example, I think Raceland definitely should. Just in case. As some sort of safety net. Let's see what Carl is doing. And that's gonna be it. Letter 109. And the Puff Bros take map 2. A nice attempt by Wiggity. Like, he tried.
Victory.
And now the best map. Come on, finally. I wish we could just watch pipelines. Remove the other maps and let's just play this. Let's see some pipe strats. E3, I think Wiggity won 1, right? Yeah, and about a PC gamer won that one when Carl respawned. I think 50% is very generous. So this was the second pick by Puff Bros. And the Wasian don't like this map, because they banned it before. Unfortunately for them, there's no more bans, so they just gotta live with it. No crazy jumps in the start, that's only reserved for APAC. And Puff Bros already have a nice lead. Slow turn there, and a crash. Luckily there's the booster, but it's not enough. And again, Wiggity playing 1v2, but he's already a second behind. Like, what can he realistically do here? Other than hope for a miracle. Kind of slow pipes for both. And they can avoid it, of course. That's like really nice and safe. Not the fastest, but like reasonably fast and still safe. Also a great approach for the third one. First one was just so slow. There's no way he's gonna get second. 124. Ah, we love pipe dance. I just switched to him and he's falling off. This is the funniest map ever. I think Onyx will take this, possibly. Carl is trained. It's gonna be difficult. They can't even do the start properly. 120.19, I just noticed that. What? I think Puff Bros might be winning this. Let's see. Okay, much better. Still slow. Like, this is not a good checkpoint. But better than the run before. I think he just lost more time before the pipe. Let's see, second pipe. That was fast. Nice. Okay, that was very good. That was very good. Nice. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I just had a really slow first half. But like 153 can be good enough for EU as well. You can win a round with this. Plus 70. And he gets third. I feel bad for Wiggity because you can see he's trying, but his teammate is not even there. This could be 1v2, honestly. If a bad PC gamer leaves the server, it's the same thing. I mean, he just makes a mistake and gives up. And now Wiggity's out. And let's see the pipes. That is so bad. Completely wrong approach. This is much better. So this should be 114. If he does the other two pipes like the previous round. Let's see. That is fast. Ooh, he pushed it too much. He's just having fun with it. What is that? Yeah, that also works. We'll get it with the respawn, but a bad PC gamer is actually gonna win the round with 121. Because Carl is doing time attack hunting in the World Tour. He's not an official team member, but he plays most times.
Draw.
Yeah, I saw he went safe. But you can get a 119, at least 118 with full safeway, I think. I think you can get 118. So even for a safeway, that's still slow. Now Carl got stuck. Someone did that in the previous match. I can't remember. I think it was an Exotica. Oh no. What a round. Come on, Wasteland. Let's see. Better. Much better. Alright, he's on the same pace as Carl 2 rounds ago. Nice, doesn't even have to break. Okay, too close to the middle maybe. That was risky. It's a very risky approach, but he slowed down a lot, so he made it. Nice third pipe as well. Oh, then doesn't get insta-grip. Nice round. It's just the second half of the second pipe was very slow. So it's a high 115. First pipe safeway is so fast. Maybe, I've never tried. I don't see the point, because the pipes are the fun part of the map. Why would I miss out on fun? Is over it? I think a bad PC gamer has been over it for a while now. Because you shit on pipes. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Raceland in the mud, but Carl can win on his own now. It's also crazy that he got second after getting stuck there in the previous round. Can we get PBs here? I want to see them both take all 3 pipes and get PBs. Never mind. I can't believe people don't find this fun. Carl is on a nice time. Oh, he's gonna push. He's gonna push for sure. Yeah, he's trying. Okay, very good. That is very much exit speed. Come on. Ah, that was bad. Dead speed. Nice try. Nice try, but the third pipe was horrible. Completely killed his speed. Still a PB, but he was on a much better time. And yeah, that is enough, so we can move over. If the other match is still going on. Onyx dominating, as expected. This is what we thought would happen. Like A2 have no chance here. Yeah, he was on a 114 with a good third pipe. And they get it, that's it.
Victory.
OJ is good here, I remember that from the previous regional. Who can get off to a better start? It's actually Carl in last. You don't see this every day. Jumped quite far left. Also jumps the highest. Very even start for all of the players. It's Toast in last, but he's super close to the others as well. What a strong start by both teams. Snowja in first. Toast with the inside line drops the gear. That's no problem at all. Oh, Raceland, big mistake, has to respawn, otherwise he would not have been able to make the jump. It's It's all on Carl now. And what a jump he had. But Toast with a different approach goes for the exit speed. Doesn't really work out for him. Carl still in second, defending from the ace. Oh, Bad Toast with a really poor landing, even dropped the gear, so he's out of this one. But can Carl overtake Noisia here? Who's gonna risk more? Carl with the low jump. Carl is trying, and what a landing. That was crazy. What a jump. So Carl saves the draw. Nice clutch, because if he misses, they're getting aced. But he knows what he's doing. A very, very strong start for him individually. Let's see if a Raceland can step up. And this time Carl is in first already. Oh, but then Carl with the mistake. Huge chance for Onyx. It's a 2v1 and the opponent is Raceland. They gotta use this. But Raceland is first. 0.3 of a gap, now down to 0.2. I think they gotta go for this. This is maybe even their best chance of getting an ace here. And from that point, the whole situation changes. Because they would just have to beat Raceland every round. But he is doing really well. And there he goes. All they gotta do now is just stick the landing, which they will. And Onyx get the ace. 4-1. Seems like this was indeed a good map pick. Big, big start. Let's see if they can keep it up. But as I said, right now, their whole goal is just beating Raceland. Carl wins every round. Doesn't mean that Puff Bros are gonna get anywhere necessarily. That is a pretty good start. 0.7 CP there. And Beta Toast is fighting with Raceland for the third place, which would be really important here. Whoa, Beta Toast falls off. Raceland also really slow. So right now the gaps are gonna be massive between the players. It's 0.4. You can't really catch 0.4 in this identity. The only thing that can happen is Carl either wins or loses 16 seconds. Is most likely gonna win. Yep, very strong. I think Onyx are not beating this. However, Raceland does get third. Beta Toast really fumbling here. Victory. That's 1 point back. Yeah, Carl is playing, but Pac isn't. We never see them together anymore. No NA player, true. There's actually no American player here. We got 2 Canadians, an Argentinian, and a German. And it's Beta Toast again in last. He's already lost so much. See, all of my predictions about this were right. The thing is, this is a good map to pick against Puff Bros, but Beta Toast isn't that good on it, so... it's not a given at all. Gap is still big. Noisia is doing a great job. I mean, if Noisia can get the first place here, that would be massive. And has a nice lead, it's 0.12, but we know that Carl is very strong in the last jump. And even in this jump, look at that, he overtakes Noisia like it's nothing. Full risk the jump, got a low one. Noisia is not giving up, Carl with another low jump, Carl risking, Carl will not be able to win. And Beta Toast even gets third. So, from a victory to a loss for Puff Bros in the end. It's Raistlin with the respawn and Beta Toast kind of gets saved there. He was last again.
Victory.
Carl is 6, I'm surprised he's playing. I think he has to. Because I'm not sure if Raistlin and Spam can play. Although we had a weird situation in the Spam of the World Tour, so... who even knows about the rules anymore? Hey, so they can't. But Jadon and Loso can play for Swift. Amazing. Well, it's still a 3-point gap, and Raistlin is last. Noisia has been really strong here, so now, I mean, Puff Bros need maybe 3 victories. If Carl can win every round, and Raistlin can beat Beta Toast, then they have a chance. But right now he has almost a 0.4 gap. Oh, he's caught up so much. There is a chance. Nope, never mind. Again, like, that is such a strong time. Even Noisia's time is really good. Any 116 here is very nice. One has to be native to the zone. Yeah, but all of those rules are just pulled from nowhere. It feels like rules are made up as we go. That is rough. That is rough, and Onyx have a huge chance. They just gotta survive. Just ignore Carl here. Make sure you survive, then it's 9-6, and then beat Raistlin next round. But Noisia's performance on this map has been really, really good. Carl with a slowdown, this could be enough. This could actually be enough. Oh, what a map pick. Carl needs to win this, I don't know how he does it. It's 0.8, like there's no chance. He's relying on 2 respawns. Can he do some magic? No, Noisia wins the round, Beta Toast in second. And Onyx with quite a convincing first map. 2 aces they got here. Very nice, 11-5. Yeah, probably. Yes, I think it was like the starter has to be from the region, right? The stand-in cannot be from the region. Or some kind of nonsense like that. That's so weird. I think it's not even just one, I think it has to be the starter. If the stand-in is from the region, then it's not enough. Well, Onyx are 1-0 up, and Noisia is decent on this map. Beta Toast is a bit slow. It's kind of the same as on Hoop. Like, it's not bad, but just a bit slower. It's like 109.98, and that's PB, so Yeah. This is what I expect to happen here. As I said, I've played against him in matchmaking a million times. Oja! What is happening? Everyone has made a mistake. Raistlin has to go around. Somehow Beta Toast is in second. How did Raistlin even end up there? How is Beta Toast first? He got stuck on that reactor uphill. Carl is last. What is happening to Puff Bros? They're getting aced. That looks good. Noisia gets it. 113 winning time. And a 115 high is enough to secure the ace against Carl Jr. Incredible. Yeah, strange. I mean, apparently he's sick, so maybe that's an excuse. I would just expect Carl to dominate this. It's a Chem 3 map. But they're 3-0 down. And he was going straight for it. He didn't even try to readjust. Strange, but they are 3-0 up, so who am I to say anything? Well, now it's down to Beta Toast. Can he keep up with Carl and Raistlin? Oh, it's looking good for Puff Bros. Can they ace back straight away? It's all gonna be about this identity. Beta Toast trying, he might reach the plastic quicker. Beta Toast might have it, he's going safe, he had to. Raistlin gets it. That looked quite close. He barely made it, but it is huge. I guess Beta Toast just didn't have the angle. It's really hard to tell from Chem 2. I would have to switch to Chem 3 to know if he's angled properly to go for the risky. It's really hard to tell like this. Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, Raistlin is playing his second tournament of the day. So he also has an excuse. Oh, I switched during the reactor thing. Well, Puff Bros still look quite strong here, despite the ace there. In the first round. Oh, Raistlin, big mistake. Loses over a second. It's only Carl standing in their way. And he has messed up before here once. Will it happen again? Oh, does he even get it? No. Raistlin, good enough to get to victory. It's looking much better for Puff Bros. And Noisia just clipped a little bit. Cost him a bit of speed and then he couldn't make it to the plastic bit. So he actually landed on the grass. Which obviously doesn't bounce. Now Puff Bros might still be in control here. It just depends how sick he is. He's clearly not sick enough to be completely bedridden. But this is so far a really close map. Can still swing either way. Oh, nicely done by Raistlin. He's catching up so much compared to Noisia. Noisia barely survives. Still a fight for first between all three. Beta is just a little bit behind and will profit off any small mistake. But he's made one of his own. All of a sudden it's Carl with a mistake as well, so Noisia is in first. But he needs to avoid dying here like last round. Did he miss again? No way, and they get aced because he misses. Ah, he landed on the grass again. Similar mistake. This time he didn't clip the light blue thingy, but he just missed. Didn't get the bounce. And now it's 8-4. They hit 3-0. And all of a sudden, it's looking really grim for them. They definitely had a chance here. They use it wired then. Oh, Noisia is out. This might be it. Complete capitulation here by Onyx. After a very strong start, it just completely went sideways. Literally. So here it doesn't really matter what Betatus does, because Carl is too far ahead. It's really in Carl's hands. If he messes up, then... Nah, he made it safe anyway. Puff Bros get it. Quite convincing in the end. Noisia, I think, will be very disappointed with his performance, because I've seen him play so much better on this map. Last regional especially. Both him and Cackney were really strong here. And now, this map. So we haven't seen this yet today. And in theory, this should be fun to watch. But in reality, it gets really boring very quickly. Because what happens is that there's so many sections in the first half where players can respawn that after like 20 seconds, players are all separated by multiple seconds, and then there's just nothing to watch. Everyone is just safing from that point on because the gaps are too big. Usually there's one player dying in that jump, one player dying in the next jump, and then one just loses on pace. And then there's like 2 seconds between every player. And it's kind of pointless to watch anymore. Let's see, maybe it's gonna be different now. Oh, Carl, completely different start. He has maybe even too much speed for this. See, one player down. Who's gonna make a mistake here? Another player down, see? That's 2 seconds. And now you have just 2 players left. This is exactly what I said. And there he goes. See? I should have put money on this, but this is exactly what I said will happen. Now there's nothing happening anymore. Exactly what I said. First jump, second jump, and then something happens later, and that's it. 2.5, another 4 seconds, and then another second. And that's it, there's nothing happening. They all just go safe here. Why is he doing this? And Carl gets second. That's a really good time. Like, that is a really good time. Unless you're playing against Otak, but against anyone else, this is really good. Well, maybe second round can be better. I fully expect someone to get a slowdown in the very first transition. That's the only thing we're missing. Here we go. All 4 made it. Crazy. Will we have a round? No way. All 4 still alive. This might be the first time ever. There goes one. One had to be out. But the other three are still pretty close. There goes another. Alright, 2 more are left. Who's gonna be the last man standing? The gap is still not big enough for Carl to go safe. He needs to go safe. Ah, he knows. Smart. Had to go safe because he dropped the gear in that jump. If you drop the gear, you cannot make the risky jump anymore. So he realized quickly what was happening. Nicely done. Obviously he got second, but good thinking there. Carl also with a nice time, but again, plus 1.3, plus another 5.5. He didn't even finish. This is what I mean. There it is. I said it. I said it. There it is. The slowdown in the first transition. It had to happen. I knew that would happen. It's so easy to predict this map. See, there goes another. That's 2 players. We haven't even got to the jump. There's 2 players down already. And now, 0.3 is rather close still, I guess. 2 are out. These 2 still rather close. Okay, okay, we actually have a round. Come on, they need to stay close. And there goes the 3rd player. This should be an ace for Onyx because the gap is massive. Again, they can save. There's no need to risk. Well, he might, given what he did before, but... Why is he doing this? Okay. Strange decision, but it works. As long as it works. Why the respawn? Because he messed up and he was in freewheel. He would not have made the uphill. You can't make the uphill if you can't accelerate. Look at Carl's start, that's crazy. Then he loses it all. Oh, all 4 make it. Will anyone get claimed by the big jump? There goes one. And he loses half a second there. Didn't even respawn, didn't even fall off, just lost because he jumped a little bit higher. Oh, but nice comeback. What a round this is. Is this it? Is this the first ever close round? Never mind, 1 player down. But 3 are still alive at this point. This is an unprecedented situation. Oh, another player down. But we do have a 1v1. Oh, both gotta go risky. Noisia goes risky anyway, he doesn't care. And both make it, so Carl should stay ahead. With better those in third, 5-5. It's actually really close. No, this is the upper bracket final. We have 2 more matches after this. That was really nice. Finally a close round. Here we go again. All 4 make it. Into the big jump. 1 down. Better Toast in a 1v2 situation. Still pretty close. Another player down. Carl versus Betathos. Does he have the speed? He doesn't. Has to go around. And just like that, the round is over. And there's nothing to play for anymore because they're all just gonna go safe. And obviously here, if you go safe, It's completely free. It's almost PF. Oh, racing with a million respawns. Carl didn't go safe because he doesn't care, I guess. What is happening at the back? Racing, despite all of the respawns, is still in third. Huge for Puff Bros. No way. He doesn't know about the hole. If you go safe, you need to be careful with the hole, because you don't have enough speed to overjump it. So the hole claims its first victim of the day. It finally happened. Ooh, there's one player. 3 left. Nice jumps by all 3. Alright, this is still very close. Once again, Puff Bros with the upper hand, as Beta Toast has slowed down quite a lot. But he can still catch this. He can at least catch Raistlin, that's for sure. And he's gonna have to push. Oh, it's actually Carl that is catching. But Carl gets a much better jump. And now he needs a crazy ending. All of them have to go risky. Carl messes up. Noisia also with a respawn, he was dead last anyway. So Carl will manage to stay in third at least. And that gives Puff Bros a 1-point lead. This is a very hard fought map. But it's still 1 point. Still very good for them. Let's see, no mistakes so far. Into the first risky jump. Oh, and Beta Toast is out. Huge chance for Puff Bros now. Carl made it. I think Raistlin jumped to the moon again, but that's perfectly fine. This is enough for a victory. Carl has a pretty big lead. Not enough to go safe yet, but enough to be comfortable with all the other sections. As the Raistlin can just take it easy from this point on. Looks good for Raistlin. This is what we need to keep our eye on. But it's all about Carl. He needs to go risky and he needs to survive. Looks good. Just a little readjustment. Too much of a readjustment. And Noisia will get first. It's not over yet. Noisia clutches. And Carl had to go for it. Didn't have it. Straight away had to readjust. Just went too far to the left. Happens. Now Onyx with a do or die situation. A draw is not good enough anymore. And that's Raistlin. The slowdown had to happen again. So again, Carl can win on his own, but he's not been that good on this map. So it's really interesting to me that they picked this map, given that it's a shitshow map. Not sure why they would want that. Oh, Beta Toast with the respawn. That is huge now. Noisia still has a 0.4 lead. So if it stays like this, it's a map for Puff Bros. They're in full control, they can take it very easy from here. Take no risks whatsoever. They have 3 seconds over Beta Toast. I mean, Carl has almost 6 seconds. And when you don't have to risk, this map becomes very, very easy in the second half. The first half is still very difficult. Carl doesn't really care. He doesn't go safe. Nothing changes. Both of them went risky. PB for Noisia. No way. What a throw. Imagine they lose now. I don't even know where he messed up. That's crazy. He had 3 seconds. It's super easy when you don't have to risk. Like, this is borderline PF when you don't have to risk the second half of the map. I gotta emphasize that. The second half, not the first half. Everything after the quarter pipe jump is really easy if you have 3 seconds of a lead. This is still not easy. Beta toast again. But this time Puffbro's gotta win. A draw is not enough. Crashed in the middle. That's crazy. Can he redeem himself though? He is first right now. Carl had to release just a tiny bit. Has 254 speed there. You need 253 or less. So how does Noisia win this? That is the question. Needs to go low. That's pretty good. Oh, he has more speed. Noisia risking. Think it might be too much. No, but Raceling crashes. He has it. They're gonna lose. No way.
Victory.
He threw 2 rounds in a row. That's mad. 2 in a row. Yo, Clemmy. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a nice stream. You joined at the perfect time to witness a debacle there. Nah, I can't, but he did it 2 rounds in a row. I mean, this time he messed up the risky way, which he had to go for. But the previous round is unacceptable, honestly. You can't drop 3 seconds. Nah, it's crazy. I'm sure Carl would appreciate some rest if he's sick. And if they lose this, then there's no rest. They gotta play. We also won't get any rest. We're gonna be here until 3 AM again. No, I think Carl is mad. Had a nice start, but as I said, Beta Toast is really strong here. Beta Toast is good here. Oh, this is a good round. Ah, you know what? Onyx can actually take this. If Beta Toast plays well, they have a really good chance, because I think on paper, Raceland is the worst player on this map. 2-1 to 8-2, that's crazy. Both matches are going the opposite way of what I thought. Challenge Dude Massa, yeah, he also gives me a match on this. He can almost beat me here. He is good here. He can do like mid 119. That's still good first run for Puff Bros. Unless... Noisia also messed it up. Yeah, this is, I'd say, his average round. But I still expect Carl to do better. Carl is really needed here. Carl needs to carry hard if they're gonna equal the score. Oh, slow start for Beta Toast. Chance for Puff Bros. Let's see, all of them get it, but no, Noisia on landing. Even a bigger chance now. But Beta Toast has a really strong section here. Yep, doesn't get the gear up. Gets the nice nose down. Still 0.2, same as what was in the start. Nice jump there. Needs to risk at this point. There's not many places where you can gain in this last part of the map. It's usually the mid part where you gain on your opponents on this map. Looks good. Caught one. He needs another one, otherwise it's another loss. Can he catch Carl? Carl sticks the landing. It's gonna be enough for Puff Bros. Like, this is really strong. It's hard to play against this. Consistent 0.1. So Beta Toast is doing his thing, but it's just not enough against Carl. And then Noisia keeps losing to Raceland. Yeah, like consistent 0.4s is quite good. It also highly depends on who you are playing against. I prefer doubles to singles. No. I think solo is the best. It's just a solo game. I think solo is always gonna be better. But it also highly depends on the format. I would rather play or watch doubles rather than solo cup mode. But there are other solo formats that I prefer to this. So it also depends on the format, I guess. Ooh, Carl loses a little bit of speed. There's an opening. Noisia is in third, quite safe. Raceland is far behind. Betatus needs to attack here, needs to get 1 point back. Has a chance here. He's catching up. Who's gonna get the better landing? Carl has just a tiny bit more speed and still wins. I think this was the chance. This is a slow round. Leaks is not like double for a Sync Club like solo. It's quite divided between the players and viewers. I think what everyone wants is just a solid system overall. That's the main thing, and then solo or duo. That's the lesser issue. And Batathirst again doing his thing, but Noisia is really far behind. Keeps the gear at least. Now this part. Oh, they all get it. Oh, but Betatus doesn't get the nose down. That is so bad here. Drops down all the way to last. Huge chance for Puff Bros now. Betatus is not standing in their way. They gotta use this. Can Raceland just stay ahead of Noisia here? Noisia is attacking. It's all in descending. What a drift. He was in the wall there on the right. That is not enough. He falls off. Raceland is still ahead of Beta Toast. It's all gonna be descending. Oh, I think Beta Toast has it. Nah, he still saves the day. But still loses another point. They just lost 3 rounds. It's like getting aced once, which is huge. 7-4 is a big deficit. As long as it's not like the first World Tour, indeed. Just a fair system, and that's all everyone wants, I think. But maybe not everyone. Some people want privilege, but normal people. I think Beta Toast is needed again. Needs to clutch. Doesn't get grip early enough. Oh, this might be it. Might be over. He gets so lucky there. Now the thing is, when you touch a wall the way Carl did, you can get a slowdown or you can get off scot-free. But I guess that's just world champion difference. And if you get a slowdown there, then you're completely in the mud. You gotta take the safe way around. It costs so much time. But things just don't apply to Carl Jr. the way they do to other players. So he gets away with it. And that should be enough. No, not like that. He landed on the wall. How did he lose this? Well, I bet that there's just spawns out of nowhere.
Victory.
This is the second time it's happened. But I think Carl has it in the bag. Now, I'll show you where it happened. Now, what he did that time, I don't know. I went out because of him that time. He scammed me in that round. So I remember it vividly. Let's see, right now, Carl's main job is to beat Noisia. Because he just needs 1 point. Oh, Bedatis with a touch. And the Puff Bro's job is even easier now. So he landed on this wall here. Like, landed on top of the wall. And if you've done that in the game in the past, you know that you can get a massive slowdown whenever you land on the wall. And sometimes you just don't get a slowdown. Carl gives the wall a high five. But Beta Toast is still quite far behind. Can Raistlin maybe win the round? Or will Beta Toast once again spawn out of nowhere? That's a nice landing. Just one more landing left. Good release this time, and he's even gonna win the round. That is gonna be 2-2. Off-Rose equalized the score. Carl didn't even win all rounds. Crazy. What is even the final map? It's two-wheeling. Yeah, two-wheeling. Ooh. Ooh, Carl versus Beta Toast here will be interesting. No, this is the upper bracket final. Well, let's see. This should be good. I know Noisia hates this map. I think this could be 2 1v1s. 121-5? And Noisia PB'd in the last match. Okay. Very strange to see. Strong start by Onyx. Yeah, and they actually did have much better starts than Wolcian, who had better starts than Puff Bros here. So, Onyx, yeah, might have a genuine chance here. I think Puff Bros really messed up on beginnings. That was never gonna work. Yeah, this might be too much. This could be too big of a gap for him to overcome. It's over 0.6. Onyx already showing what they can do. Masa is insane on this map. We'll see next week. Oh. Puff Bros gets saved. Nicely done. A second is gonna be good enough for this round. He's gonna be happy with second. So keep in mind, he was 0.6 behind.
Victory.
It's 0.3 in the end, yeah. Caught up mostly with the drift. Just showing off the tech skills. This time it's Raistlin who's a bit behind in the start. And this is gonna be very close until the very end. Oh, terrible place to crash. He decides to respawn, probably smart, so at least he can overjump the penalties hand. And Carl is in first, so Carl needs to win this to not lose even more points. Noisia has lost a little bit. Maybe he got fragile. That's a strange crash, honestly. But he should still have enough of a gap to stay third. Carl with a massive lead. It almost looks like beginnings. Can anything realistically happen here? Because I'm not sure how much you can gain without your opponent make a mistake just like that, but is it gonna be enough? No, Carl still stays first. Raistlin has made an additional mistake. I'm a sub for Nemesis.
Draw.
Still 3-2. So Carl is gonna need some help from Raistlin to turn this around. Because even if he wins every round, there's no guarantee that they're gonna overturn this. Let's see if Raistlin can get his part of the job done. It's Noisia with a really poor start, so maybe this is a chance. Onto the mudslide. I think Carl got it quite poor. And Better Toast is building up a nice lead. Did he get the checkpoint? It really looked like he did. But I guess Noisia did. Just barely, I guess. So once again, Onyx in the lead here. It's 0.4 of a gap. I just said Beta Toast is really good on this map. Now we saw Carl also do a 120 in the previous match. So we know he has the pace. But then again, Raistlin is last, so the best he can hope for here is a draw. Guess the checkpoint. Oh, Betatos has a little bit more speed. Nice fight. And that's another point for Onyx.
Victory.
It's like pixel perfect to miss checkpoint if you get a reactor. I guess it got updated then. Because that happened to me. What a map. This is what the meta is these days. Oh, the carry player is in the mud. Can Puffrose get an ace? But Betatos does have the pace to catch up, and Raistlin is out already. I think they might have to play another match. They blew it on beginnings. And this is going to be good info for them for the grand final, assuming they can deal with whoever they're going to play against if they lose this. Lots of if, buts, and maybes still, so let's see. And again, it's Raistlin in last. He's super far behind. If Onyx just recognize the situation and see that Raistlin cannot drive a clean round, then Onyx should be able to win this. Interesting approach, but good adaptation. Alright, Carl wins, but it doesn't really mean much. 6-4 Onyx. Walsian won. Right, so it's probably gonna be a rematch then, Puffbros versus Walsian. I guess a bad PC gamer is feeling a bit better now. It's looking bad again. And Raistlin in last, although the gap is not that big this time. He needs to get third at least, just one round. That's like step one. Then get third again, that's step two. Yeah, that's bad. He's gonna lose quite a lot. And Onyx are just not making mistakes. That's been the main difference so far. They're just not giving Raistlin a chance. It's really close for first even. Can they maybe sneak another victory in? Get the no slide. Carl usually has really strong ends. It's looking good for him, but Raistlin is last again. This is a good round, that's the thing. I'm not sure Raistlin can beat this. This is really strong. So match point for Onyx. And Raistlin is already behind. Yeah, it might be over. And Carl can save this and force another round, but Raistlin has got last every single round on this map. Decent turnaround, but not really enough to overtake. Seems like has less speed compared to the Onyx duo as well. Oh, he's gonna need one of those world champion drifts. Good water part, good setup. That was very nice. He gets one. Could get another one. Just can't afford to get aced. Good angle for this. Goes quite far back, but Betatos is nowhere in sight. It's gonna be enough for second at least. Very strong time. That's a massive PB. He had like 121.3.
Victory.
That is huge. And now it's ace or bust. So all eyes on Raistlin. He's gonna have to do the unthinkable. Does he have it in him? This is a good start. Big release. Still fine. Oh, that loses a lot. And this is a problem. I think at this point he's already relying on mistakes. It might be over. It's almost a second now. It's just that type of map that there's just not much you can do. If you mess up the start, then it's just really hard to come back. And there's very few spots where you can completely die. Like on pipe dance or hoop or beginnings. Or sideswipe. Or supercross. It's, I'd say, the easiest map to just survive without losing a lot. As Onyx have just demonstrated. And yeah, that's it. Onyx are in the grand final. Massa now has XP Evo too, in addition to World Tour, and it's getting really interesting for him. He needs to perform in both, so I'm not sure he can waste time with matchmaking anymore. I've never played against him because I think his elo was far lower than mine. That's already a big mistake in the start. Look at Raistlin go. Alright. All of a sudden, 2 Willing is looking very good for Puff Bros. Now Wicked is completely out of this. But a bad PC gamer is playing really well. Wasting time with viewer challenges anyway. 4.8. Alright, so we could play together then. Playing Snob School. Nah, he's gone. But finally, Raistlin will not get last. That is going to be huge for his mental game. Imagine if he snipes second here. Nah, it's not enough. Good decision. He didn't have the speed. Very quickly realized. It's gonna be massive for him. He doesn't get last finally. Good start for Puff Bros. Carl also looking better than against Onyx. Thought he played much better against Walsian on this map than against Onyx. But maybe he was just being pushed more. Oh, look at Raistlin go. Nice start. It's Wiggity in last again. Oh, but pretty decent start for all of them. Really close. So the two willing parts will actually make a difference this time. And Wiggity has gained on Raistlin with that. Super close round, separated into two 1v1s. Different approaches, Wiggity going for the speed. It's all kind of equal in the end. Carl trying to drift diff a bad PC gamer there and manages to do so. Wiggity doing the two-wheeling thing in the wrong spot on the map. This could be another victory for Puff Bros. Who can get more speed across the boosters? Carl should have it still. Yo, very nice round. How about Raistlin gets sniped then? Oh, we might be in for another marathon if this continues. Very sick. That is trolling again. I think Raistlin might have more speed here than Wiggity. But then loses it in the mudslide. And again, it's so hard to even come back from this, and he's just 0.25 behind. But he's already in the mud here. Okay, now it's borderline impossible if they don't make mistakes. Can Carl keep their 1-point lead alive? Has a pretty big lead. It's 0.7 now. That should be enough. So we just gotta keep our eyes on the Walsian players. They've got 2 seconds over Raistlin, which should be more than enough. Never mind, that's what Wiggity did before. And that's where it all went wrong. In the match against Onyx. And Carl knew PB 126 and he is mad. They made him mad. And he's showing them how it's done. That is a really strong time. 5-3 now, Raistlin third again. Oh, if Carl can first of all win this match and then do this in the grand final, then we might have an interesting two-wheeling. But Raistlin unfortunately has already died in this round. So Carl needs to win another 1v2. Into the mud pit. Carl still first. The bad PC gamer has lost quite a lot. And again, nothing changes with his two wheeling parts. Oh, never mind, that's a big change. It's like they wanted to prove me wrong. So all of a sudden it's Wiggity in first. Different approaches. And Carl profits massively there, and we know he has a better drift. So can Carl just keep it like this? Has a little bit more speed. Wiggity with a little slide there. But it goes tighter. It's all gonna be in the last turnaround. And Carl did it so much better. So once again, Carl not letting off at all. Raisling gets last, but it doesn't matter because Carl is first. Phone is almost dead. Right, let's see. Raistlin has actually survived the start. Maybe he can get another third place. That would be huge for them. But given how Carl is playing, it's unlikely that he's even gonna get beaten. And he is really mad. Double crash! Never mind, forget what I said. What an opportunity to ace here for Walsian. All of a sudden, it completely flips. The two hand-in-hand wipeouts in the mud pit. And Walsian have a great opportunity. Turn is just ass. Yeah, because there's a no brakes block. I don't understand why. It's like there's a requirement for that block to be on every single map. If you could use the brake there, it would be so much better. This should be very easy for them. Like, again, you can't really mess this up if you have such a massive lead. Yeah, all of a sudden 6-7. Bumpy ass dirt sides. Hey, you gotta be precise. Don't want to break that boosts. I don't even know anymore. I think they just put that block in for shits and giggles. Because there's also that sideswipe part after the jump where there's a no brakes. Just makes no sense to put it there at all. I think that's a skill anyway, to break that boost. I just don't see why you would want to prevent that. Or if you don't want that, just don't put reactors in. I mean, here there's not a reactor, but you can not build the mud pit. Yeah, this might be over actually, because it's Raceland in 1v2. A bad PC gamer has a really nice lead. Can Wiggity get it done? And even if he doesn't, it's gonna be 9-7. He's gonna come back with way more speed. Still has a chance to overtake. Nice risk. Good two-wheel. And Raceling crashes, it might be over. Just one more turnaround. Here they go. Yep, they got it. Two aces back to back. And just like that, Walsian win map 1. The problem here is that there's too much on Carl. And he just can't win every single round. I think this is a Raceling's worst map by far, so it's gonna be difficult here if they make it into the grand final. And now their map pick, which is air control. This should be a bit better for them. I can totally see Carl win every round here. And it should be better for Raceland. Although we did see Raceland in the previous match get sniped by Beta Toast twice. His ends were quite poor. I can't remember Walsian on this map. Can't remember if they were any good. Oh, nice start. All of them keep a gear. It's Raceland in last. Also overjumps by quite a lot. Carl has a big job on his hands. That's a really nice jump by Raistlin. Gets one. Carl is already first. Raistlin then drops the gear. Seems like Bad PC Gamer had the same issue. Onto the jump. Doesn't gear up. That is huge. Doesn't get the nose down either, but it's not the worst outcome in the world. Makes it. Still is coming closer to Wiggity. Again, Raistlin with a better drift. It's really close now. Will he risk this ending? All in the last jump. Ah, he dropped the gear for a moment there. It's gonna cost him way too much time. This time he doesn't get sniped. And Carl secures first, so good start for Pop Bros again.
Victory.
But this is how the previous map started as well, and it didn't end well. But I feel like here Raistlin can at least play without losing multiple seconds every round. So on that alone, this is a much better map for them. Let's see the jumps. Works for everyone, but Wolsian are once again behind after this section. Have a lot of work on their hands here. I'm surprised how many people get this consistently, like nobody is gearing up. They're doing this really well. Nobody crashing there either. And there's a crash there. That's a strange one. Like you don't see that one very often. He has to respawn. And this is a huge chance for Puff Bros to ace. Seems like the map pick is really going their way. Wiggity overjumps that by a lot, but Raistlin is slowing down. However, the gap he had was way too big. So Carl, very nice time, 119.0. More than good enough. And Puff Bros are looking very strong on this map. Seems like there won't be any issues. Halfway there, 5 more points. Whoa, Carl with an early mistake. Maybe chance for Wolsian to strike back. Let's see. It's 1 second. Now he is the fastest, so there is a small chance he can catch up, especially if that keeps happening. Let's see the next checkpoint. It's 0.68 now. He's already got one. It's like in Jaws when the shark is coming. That wasn't that good though, so he won't get the proper nose down. But he is caught up anyway. And after this turn, oh, he messed it up. He would overtake, but he completely messed it up though. That's the second time I've seen that. Previous match he tapped the wall on the left. Seems like that turn is giving him more issues than any other on this map. But it doesn't matter because he just drift diffs everyone. On to the last jump, still really close. This would be huge if he can get second. Keeps the gear better angle than Wiggity and gets it done. 8-1 Puff Bros. Complete demolition. So even when he's a second behind at the start, it doesn't really stop him. Seems like the writing is on the wall for Wolsian. How often do you see Carl mess up a drift? We are witnessing history here. Or maybe he's just giving them a head start. And then he just comes back. See, he got one. And now he's gonna get the other one. He's just playing with his food. It's all good. That is really nice. That is exactly how you want to do it. What he just demonstrated. That was unfortunate. I think he might still be in third, right? Yeah, this is still good enough for Puff Bros. So let's just watch Carl. Has to play from behind. Nah, bad PC gamer with the complete meltdown. And that will be enough with Carl in first. Raceland in third, avoids the plastic brick there. And it's 1-1. Clean run on this is so impossible. This is the easiest map of the map pack. It's just crazy how the preferences differ. Because for me, like, this is super easy, but then you put me on sideswipe and I'm fighting for my life. The star mistake is crazy pace, surely. Can't remember how much he lost. It was a 118 for sure. I don't think it was close to his PB. Just can't remember. It was like maybe 0.8. Exactly. For me, sideswipe is the hardest map by far. This map is actually impossible. Like, air control is super easy. Oh, we gotta switch to replay. Carl already had some issues in the start. This is also a map where Puff Rose won before. But this is the map where a bad PC gamer had a complete meltdown. He won one round and crashed all the other ones. This time he looks much better, as Racelet is struggling to climb that wall. Oh, that's a huge mistake. And is that the place where the troubles begin for a bad PC gamer? Wicked is still in first, but Carl is coming. Just like that. With one move. He goes from third to first momentarily though. Wiggity fighting back. Carl with a much better approach. He will reach the bounce quicker. Carl has more speed and Carl will get it with Raceland third. What an ending there. From that penalty reactor section all the way from there to the end, that was insane. Just pixel perfect lines. Crazy how much he catches up.
Victory.
But we need a bad PC gamer to become good overnight or over round. Otherwise they're gonna get destroyed here. Oh, last again goes quite wide. And these small mistakes on this map really add up. You go a little bit wider there, a little bit wider here, and all of a sudden you're half a second behind. However, luckily for him, Carl also has made a small mistake, but no problem for him as he's back in second already. Wiggity quite far behind, and Carl is creating a gap again. Raceland looks quite decent on this map as well. Has to be one of his better ones. Can a bad PC gamer do something about this? He needs 0.25. There is a chance. We have seen both Carl and Raceland make a massive descending. Maybe, maybe. But if they get the risky, there's no chance. And they do get, it's a bad PC gamer who misses. And that's 5-1. They've definitely got the momentum from air control, and now they're just smashing. Wait a sec, I just felt the end was disproportionately hard. I could learn the rest somewhat, but the end requires broad maps. I think the end is the easiest part of this map. And everything else is borderline impossible. The end actually makes sense to me. I know how to do it. But the rest, if you breathe wrong, you lose 0.1 everywhere. It's actually crazy. I find all of the other reactor wall sections to be harder than the ending one. Oh, they had the ace, but Raceland with a mistake. But Carl is so far ahead. And as I say that, he crashes, of course. Maybe there's a chance. It's only 0.25. Wolsian desperately need this. Carl is back in first again. Little touch. But then messes up the angle. And Raceland is coming as well. This could be huge for Puff Bros out of nowhere. Let's see what Carl is doing. Camera's gonna go crazy here. Bad PC Gamer, another respawn. Wiggity gets second, and that's another victory, Puff Bros. And I think a bad PC Gamer has respawned every single round yet again. Like, his PV is okay, but
Victory.
if you respawn every round, it doesn't matter. And 7-2 is huge. He's just completely out of this. Oh, what a start. See, he has now lost 0.25. Just because he didn't risk, like, pixel to pixel in the reactor wall part. It's crazy. And I will say again, Raceland has been so good on this map. Like, he's always there. Should I just say nothing anymore? But either way, Carl is in first. It's all good. Let's watch. That looks good. No problem there either. Wiggity second. And Racelet, that's enough. 9-3. Oh, can Wasian get 2 aces at least?
Victory.
It's highly unlikely given that a bad PC gamer has made a mistake again. Maybe he just needed to get all of them out of his system. And now it's gonna work. Or maybe not. Maybe on the next map. And he gives up. We've seen this before. Like, I know that he's completely in the mud there, but you gotta keep going. Just fight until the end. Look at this. Double crash, you never know. Maybe they both disconnect. Maybe an asteroid hits only Canada. Then everyone else survives. Then you still have a chance. But he gives up. Just sad to see. I see the times, probably not that good because they both crashed. Yeah, deserved win here. And we are moving on to Hoop. And anything can happen there, honestly. It's one of those anything can happen maps.
Victory.
I really think that one could go either way. It's impossible to predict. I don't know any team, not just in this region, that's like always good there. You can see a team smash someone there and then just completely die in the next match on this map. Like, it's the most random in that sense. I'm just hoping Puff Bros get this so we can start the grand final instead of prolonging this. Because otherwise, we're gonna be here until 3 a.m. again. If they win this now, we might be here until 2 a.m. A wall disbanded? It doesn't matter, they can still be Walsian. So here we go. Oh, they all got it. Nice start. It's Carl actually with the worst landing. And then gets a better NASCAR section. I just hope a bad PC gamer can recover a bit mentally and show what he can do here. Oh, it's Raceland in first. A super close fight behind him. Bad PC gamer keeps the gear, unlike Wiggity. He drops down to last. But they all still gotta survive the ending. And we've seen many mistakes there in the jumps. Here they go. And Raceland is out. With a very late respawn too. So it's up to Carl now to get first. And he will do so. It doesn't matter if you do everything right, if you mess up the penultimate jump.
Draw.
He's done that quite a few times now. Just need to jump a bit higher. Because he had the gap, and he's done that before also. He has the gap and then he just risks the final jump. Maybe he just plays full hot off. G-Geek did not invent the world penultimate. Just saying. Oh, this is a nice start for Puff Bros. But then, of course, as soon as it's hit, Carl crashes. Opens up the door for Walsian. Once again, it's Raceland in first. So he's feeling quite comfortable with this. What a line. Up until the ending. Carl is just losing more. Oh, this could be huge for Walsian. If Raceland messes this up, Puff Bros could be in trouble here. Both respawn. Oh, he barely stayed on. Yeah, I kind of expected it. Because he's doing the same thing all the time. He's not adjusting at all.
Ace.
He just knows it's gonna happen. Like, he's on good pace, that's the thing. He knows how to play the rest of the map, but he just does that jump wrong so often. And he's not adjusting. And last map is beginnings. Like, it's not a given that they win it. They're in trouble here. This ace is huge. Because now they pretty much got ace back. And they can't do it as long as Raceland doesn't die on that jump. Because he obviously does have the pace on this map. Because his PB is 116.87. If you can drive anywhere near that, like even low 117, it's more than enough. See, that was a great jump. Again, he has a gap. This gap is enough for him to jump just a little bit higher. They can't ace back straight away. Just don't go full right left. That's good enough. Finally he gets it. Right, one more jump left. Looks good. Alright. So he can do it.
Ace.
4-4. Still think Puff Bros have a slight edge here, but it highly depends on Raceland's jump there. Oh, huge mistake by Wiggity. Already gives Buff Bros an early lead. Always looks to me that Carl is gonna crash on the left there, the way he jumps. Just jumps so far left. And this is a really nice lead, especially after that crash. So, once again, they have a huge lead. This should be an ace. They don't have to keep the gear here, although obviously it would be better if they do. Now what they could do there is just go for a wider drift, get more speed, and then even if he jumps from like far right, it's still gonna be enough. Because he'll get saved by the amount of speed that he has. Let's see. Yeah, he does it. Much, much better. Huge improvement. He is adapting finally. He's learning. Good landing. Very safe. Nicely done. 7-4. Huge comeback. And one more ace needed because Wasion just don't look that good here. Also struggling a lot. So I think Buff Bros are just much faster. As long as they don't respawn, they should have this in the bag. You can see by pace that Buff Bros have no issues. Let's see the start. They both survive, as do the Wasion players. Oh, and that's one out. 2v1. It's on a bad PC gamer to keep his team in the tournament. Because Wiggity is not gonna play a role in this round whatsoever. Can he do it? Raistlin is a little bit faster compared to him, based on what we've seen so far. Wiggity just confirms his last place. Bad PC gamer clipped on landing, and this could be it. Let's see. The final test for Raistlin. He needs to ace it. That is good enough. You can see that he is not going as far to the right. And that's the little adjustment that allows him to jump higher. So much better approach. I thought he was not gonna make it. I knew he would fall off. I just didn't think he would fall off there. Thought he would fall off on the left side. Well, well, well. It's not Raistlin, it's Carl this time. Still at 3-point lead. They're still in full control. The alarm bells are not ringing yet. Oh, Raistlin saves it, but Carl then touches a little bit. Still fine. There's no way they throw this away. Okay, got the jump. Decent turn. Raistlin a little bit behind. Still fine though. And Wasion seem to be peaking right now. This is their best round yet. Although you have to say that Buff Bros are just slow in this round as well. Carl already touched. Raistlin also barely survived the start. But they are coming back right now. Looking good for Carl. Raistlin still behind. But anything can happen when the round is this close. That's kind of low speed. She should still be able to make it just barely. Did Carl also mess up? No way. No chance. No, it's the beginnings all over again. I mean, they had the map previous round when Carl messed up. They just had it. Now they died 2 rounds in a row. What is happening? And it's beginnings again after this. They can actually lose beginnings again. Nah, no way. There's 2 mistakes in a row for Carl when it matters the most, which is very uncommon. Like 2 big mistakes, 2 respawns. And that was a Wolcian's best round as well. Oh, from the best round to a mud round. Wiggity needs to win. Or he just needs to pray that Raistlin and Carl mess up again. Raistlin keeps the gear. Wiggity is in a little bit of trouble here. Goes for the low jump. Releases too late, so he will drop the gear. It's gonna be very difficult, this one. Like, at this point, he is fully relying on a respawn. There's no chance to catch up this much. But will they both make it? Carl does. Raistlin does. One more jump. Carl has messed this up before. Raistlin might lose, but it doesn't matter as long as Carl makes it, and he does. And that's gonna be it. In the end, Puff Bros do get it done. And we'll get a rematch against Onyx. I think you gotta go in with the mentality of you kind of think you're gonna be 2-0 down, and if you get something out of it, even better, like. And that is actually huge. If you expect to be 2-0 down, but you win one of the 2 and it's 1-1, that's such a huge mental boost. So yeah, it's not actually that crazy of a pick. There's some mind games going on. But Carl has already messed up. Look at this. Oja with a really strong start. Carl needs to catch up a lot here, as the Raistlin is also quite slow. Damn, it's like they've been shot out of a cannon, those two. So Carl and Raistlin will be focusing on Beta Toast mostly. First prevent the ace, then see if he can do something more. Oh, what a nice section. It's a really close fight for second now. Noisia out of sight already. But Beta Toast is not making this easy, and Carl with a pirouette there. So it's all on Raistlin. What a start this could be for Onyx. Nice inside line for Beta Toast. Just needs to survive the identity. Goes very wide. Will have a slow jump. But Raistlin has to go safe, and Beta Toast makes it. What a start for Onyx. Ace right off the bat. And Puff Bros have some work to do. Also keep in mind that they've been chilling for the past 45 minutes. Carl is not Carling. This is indeed the grand final. Again, this is so good for Onyx, because Noisia versus Raistlin, I would definitely back Noisia to win that. Beta Toast has an easy third place, he should just chill here. And if Raistlin makes a mistake here, even better for him. If not, then maybe Noisia got first, so they got a victory out of it. But either way, his main job is to stay ahead of Carl. And Noisia is doing his part. Raistlin is only losing more. And Raistlin can't really afford to go safe. Okay, now he can. And Beta Toast is last. But Noisia makes it, Raistlin makes it, Carl makes it as well. Imagine if this proves to be costly, this 1 point in the end. That would be crazy. Because this is a huge throw. He had a very safe third place. Well, let's see. Will they get punished? That is 3 rounds in a row now. I don't know, maybe he's really tired because he's sick. What is happening this round? He's made another mistake. So Raceland is all alone. This is looking like beginnings. There's nothing to watch. This is usually what happens after the first half of beginnings. So just nice and easy, I guess. Raceland, the only one who cannot go safe. Bro. That is crazy. Unbelievable. They're actually gonna lose this. It's not even a draw. They're gonna lose this map. How is Noisia last? This is a draw in the end.
Draw.
What a grand final. Imagine players in this state of mind playing pipe dance. That is what they stole from us. Oh, we need to see beginnings. Carl made the start. This is a huge improvement. Buff Bros have a genuine chance. That is not a good section, but he is with the pack. A good reactor wall. Now it's only Noisia standing in his way. Oh, raced in very slow section. And Noisia is out of the way. Chance for Puff Bros. Are they actually gonna win this map? Beta Toast is too far behind. The lines are too wide. He's not doing himself any favors. He's completely out now. There is no way Puff Bros are gonna equal the score here. Just one more bounce. And it works. It's 5-5. How is this happening? The credit Raceland, I guess. Because Carl crashed the start 3 times in a row. And it's 5-5, so... Raceland must have done something, right? This is what happens when the tournament goes on for 5 hours. After they've played another tournament before. Or I guess Raceland has. Not sure about the other 3. Noisia is out. They're actually gonna lose this. Because Beta Toast is the slower player here. Huge chance for Puff Bros to ace. A Beta Toast has 1:09.88 here. And that's the best time. Still super close. It's looking better and better for Puff Bros. Oh, Raceland drops the gear. Not a big deal, but we'll lose a little bit. Such a better line compared to Beta Toast. And needs to go really tight here. Beta Toast does it better. So he's back in second. Can Raceland go lower here? Beta Toast has it better. Raceland has to go safe. Beta Toast makes it, even overtakes Carl with a massive PB. He just PB'd by 0.33. What a round. What a clutch there as well.
Draw.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, what a guy. Alpha Toast. Full power there. Dunking on the beta males. Can he do it again? Because Noisia is in the mud. 0.6, not as bad as the previous round, but still a pretty big gap to overcome. Nice. Still stays ahead of Carl at least. Oh, Carl is pushing. Raceland is out. Noisia will overtake him. Now Beta Toast is just pulling away. He's actually peaking in the grand final. He's never played even remotely close to this. On this map. Can Carl do anything about this? Even Noisia is catching up to Carl. Oh, imagine the ace now. Noisia with a different approach. Does Carl have enough? Just barely. And this would have also been a PB. That's the .18 better than his previous PB. Yeah, exactly. He's played so many games here. And he just drives like mid 110s. He's never come even close to this. But he is peaking by a lot right now. Could that be enough? Never gets sideswiped when a map. Yeah, because even the system knows the map sucks. Oh, but look at this. Oh, there's a mistake. And now it's Beta Toast in a 2v1 again. Can he do it again? And Noisia is fully out of this one. No, he can't. No, he can't. This is another comeback. How many times has it flipped here? They just gotta survive. They have 4.5 seconds. They can go safe if they want to. One more bounce. Carl has it. Raistlin went safe. And he got it. Puff Bros win map 1. What a start to the grand final. Absolutely crazy. I think both teams could have won it. What a show. Have more matches than 2 willing than sideswipe. Might be the same for me. In that one evening alone. 3 in a row. As sideswipe is the map I get the least as well. I get beginnings the most. Wish I never get too willing again. Don't even want to practice it. Well, let's see. So far, the plan for Onyx has not really worked, but there's more to the plan later. Once again, Puff Bros are the favorites going into this. Nice start by the top 3. It's only Noisia a little bit behind. Still fine though, not a big deal. Yeah, good enough landing, nothing really changes. Still the same positions. Oh, that's a pretty big mistake. Any time loss over 0.1 here is big. And the top 3 all get a really nice nose down. Still Beta Toast versus Carl. He's not even honking there. Yeah, that's what you get for honking. But this is still fine for Puff Bros. They will happily take a victory. As long as Carl can maintain this lead. Oh, he crashed. He crashed. That is huge. They just need to save now. And the thing is, you can fully understand the crash. He has to push. Like 118.9, this is the pace they were on. This is really good, not just for the American region. This is really good for any region. Like, you are very likely gonna win a round with this, even in EU. So it's a forced error for Beta Toast there, nothing to be ashamed of. Wouldn't win in APAC. Sure. Well, let's see now that Carl is a bit behind. Oh, Beta Toast is out, and that is a huge problem for Onyx. Now it's Noisia in a 2v1. What can he do here? He has a nice lead. Carl also got that really bad. will continue to lose. Oh, Evan gets penalized. Another mistake. It just keeps on happening one after the other. I think Onyx will be happy with a draw here, honestly. Given that it's Beta Toast with such a big mistake, I think they would take a draw in that situation anytime. That looks good. Let's just see the last part. I don't know why he's doing this, because he can only lose from this point. He cannot gain. There's nobody ahead of him. And still, Puff Bros 3 points ahead, but Onyx survive a round where Beta Toast got wiped out. So not the worst outcome for them either. Slow start for Beta Toast and Bracelet. It's already 0.2, and you lose so much if you just get a little bit of airtime there in the start. That is a much better jump this time. Goes up to second. Noisia is first. Do Onyx have a chance here? Look at the lead that Noisia has. Oh, nicely done by Beta Toast, but both Raceland and Carl also got it. That better nose down for Beta Toast. Raceland got it the worst then on landing. Oh, Carl, what a risk. Raceland is behind, so Carl has to clutch. 2v1 here, it's super close. Guess that. I had to readjust to not fly out. Good drift. Good release as well. This is gonna be a nice jump. But Beta Toast is coming as well. Look at his fight. Beta Toast has the most speed. Beta Toast wins the round. And in the end, it was just Noisia not being able to keep up. Because he was first for the entire round. And then just completely died in the end. Because he's doing this stupid left to right thing. It's just not worth it. It's honestly not worth it. They could have aced this if he just took a normal jump in the end. But no. That was a nice round. It's that type of map. It's a pace map. It's quite an easy map compared to most of the others, so rounds like this are quite common. Yo, Have, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a nice and fun stream. And welcome all the raiders to the grand final of the 7th NCSA Regional. Hope you enjoy it. Fish. May the best team win tomorrow. So Arsenal will win? Easy. We have another fight again. I mean, even this is only 0.1. Let's see. I don't know the checkpoints here. I can't tell if they're on like crazy pace or not. And that was a nice landing for Beta Toast. This one is a little bit short, so Carl will have a bigger gap to work with. Noisia is doing the thing again, but it doesn't really make a difference. Again, yeah, 0.1 is good. 0.1 is always good. Carl keeping that 2-point gap. Doing a great job. Needs 4 more points. He is definitely capable of doing that, even on his own if he has to. A slow start for Beta Toast, just got a little bit of airtime, and that's already 0.27. That is a little bit of a fake checkpoint. And you can still see that it lost quite a few car lengths. And now he loses even more. Oh, drops the gear. Nothing is going his way this round. Might have to rely on Noisia. Raceland quite slow there. Allows Beta Toast to catch up. All of a sudden, it could be a victory for Onyx. Because Raceland keeps losing. Then he's coming back. Another super close round. Really poor angle for Beta Toast. Allows Raceland to completely catch up. And now we have 2 1v1s. Let's go at top. Can Carl win the round again? Noisia really pushing. Carl with a better landing. Not a good landing, but Noisia gets it as well. And this time Noisia doesn't go for the left-right thing. I think he has more speed. Noisia gets it. With a PB 1905. That was amazing.
Victory.
And this is why you don't do the left-right. Just jump like a normal person and you win the round with a PB. So that was a great decision. And they caught up one more point. Huge round for Onyx. And it would be massive if they can win this map. It's Beta Toast in last again, and Noisia is really stepping up on this map. There's Raceland there with a really poor line. Seems like it's up to Carl again to deny. Maybe Raceland can at least overtake Beta Toast. Never mind. Oh, Carl is bumping around. That is not good. And Noisia gets the nose down. Carl is in trouble here. Like, there is simply no way to catch up this much. Unless that happens. I meant on pace, of course. But with that, Carl has a pretty free first place. As Noisia has completely died in this round. From being first all the way down to last, and with this it would be 9-7 for Puff Bros. Bumpy landing, but should at least stay in third. Everything stays the same. Noisia was on a crazy time.
Victory.
But then one mistake. From first to last, and all of a sudden it's a victory for Puff Bros. And now this is a huge chance. This is a massive chance for Puff Bros. This is the sudden death round. Somebody will win the map. And any big mistake here could be the end. That's a little bit too bumpy. So you will have to settle for last for now. Beta Toast saves it. It could have gone so wrong, but it's still such a massive time loss. Raceland again with the exact same mistake, but Beta Toast is 1 second behind Carl. And a player of his caliber knows exactly what to do in this sort of situation. So right now he knows that he just needs to beat Beta Toast. He does not care about Noisia. 1.5 now. It's all about what Carl does. So far, so good. Yeah, very safe drift. You can see he's nowhere near the walls. It's Noisia who is in the wall. That looks good. That looks good enough. And Noisia even dropped down to last. Beta Toast is somehow second. And Carl will get it done. 2-0 Puff Bros. Now let's see if the reverse sweep strategy is gonna work. Let's see. Hello, Pied Paco. Raceland is struggling in this map. He played better on this map before. But he is the sub, so can't expect him to play well on every map. And now we're moving on to the 3 maps that Onyx won against Puff Bros in the upper bracket final. So let's see. They did this deliberately. They left their 3 better maps for the last 3. Now I think on air control they didn't really have a chance. I think Puff Bros were better, but they kind of blew it on Sideswipe. So now they gotta win these maps again. Let's see, can they do it? Or can Puff Bros show that they've learned from their mistakes on Hoop? I have the name tags going. Oh, early mistake there for Raceland, but it's not that big. This is still fine. He does have some pace on this map, so it's not the end of the world. So Betatus versus Carl for first. And Noisia already 0.4 behind, can't really do much. At this point, it's mostly about surviving the jumps. Still the same gap between the two. Very safe drift for Betatus. Carl in a much stronger position. But Betatus even drops the gear. Doesn't really matter because he wasn't close to Carl anyway and Raistlin respawns. Carl with a good enough jump will be able to stay in first. Oh, 1-1 after the first round.
Draw.
Neither team with any like real early mistakes here. Was racing with a little clip, but it's nowhere near compared to what we're seeing on this map. They're just trying to avoid the big mistakes and giving the opponent an easy round. And there goes Noisia, and that's what I meant. That is a big mistake, which makes the life of Buff Bros much easier. Carl is already really far ahead, and we could have a fight for second here. Can Raistlin hang on to that second place? Betatus with the gear drop and the release. Needs to clutch this. Tried, but dropped the gear. Raistlin gets a slowdown on landing there. Well deserved, because he landed on the edge. Will jump down to third. Now he's pretty much has to rely on Betatus not making the jump, because it's not possible to catch up this much in pace. However, seems like Betatus has caught up to Carl a lot. And maybe with a really sick last jump. He's trying though. He's trying, super close. Betatus gets it done with another PB. What a final he's having. Wins by 4,000s. Prevents the victory for Puff Bros.
Draw.
What a performance by him. Let's see the percentages. He has 31. Carl has 43. I mean, that's really good. He's almost matching Carl. And keep in mind, we've played the maps that are better suited to Puff Bros. If it goes to map 5, I'm pretty sure he could easily have the best percentage here. Oh, there goes Raistlin. Once again, a lot of pressure on Carl. Needs to win another round. At least this time Betatus is much further behind. So he doesn't really have to worry about him yet. They make the jump, but Raistlin got it so good. Manages to keep the gear. All of a sudden, he is in third. Maybe even in contention for second. Oh, that is bad. Has to go safe. Does he know the safe way? That is the main question now. Noisia dies. Oh no. He does know. He does know. That's good. So who wins this? Raistlin versus Noisia. Betatus is second. Let's see. I think Betatus wins. Raistlin wins, I mean. Yep. Finally, someone gets the victory. RPG player on tech. Yeah, he smashes the big jump and then dies on a simple drift. It's crazy. But that was a big step in the right direction for Buff Bros, as it's Betatus with the first mistake. Oh no. Oh no, this is a horrible safe way. He knows how to do it though. Raistlin, even worse. All of a sudden, it's all falling apart. Carl, the only survivor, but still needs to get it done. Still 3 more jumps to go. It's not over yet for him, but he has quite a nice lead to work with. Looks good. Better Toast also keeping the gear. Whoever gets an ace on this map might just outright win the map immediately. Carl makes it, Better Toast makes it. Let's see the rest. Raced in really far behind. Makes it at least. Now let's follow the top. Carl does get it done. Better Toast as well. Noisia makes it, no problem at all. Pretty decent time.
Draw.
Average NCSA round. Because APAC is so much better. Still only 5-4. We're gonna get there 1 point by 1 point. Raceland needs a much better start. Okay, it's better. A little bit high maybe, but at least no mistakes. Carl right now carrying so hard. Oh, he keeps the gear as opposed to Better Toast. Another pretty good chance for Puff Bros. Can they keep the gear here? Raceland does it better than Better Toast. Is catching up to Noisia. But then really poor exit there. Will lose everything that he caught up before. Gets the drift at least this time. That's a good setup. Should be able to make the jump. Decent landing. Better Toast completely out. Noisia has to finish second at least. Does he have it? Seems like it's fine. Nice try by Raceland. What a time by Carl. 116.4. We have seen something like that before from Otak. It's still very rare to see.
Victory.
And now it's Carl playing his best. Average APAC looks the same, just slower. Facts. The looping is free. Nothing ever happens in the looping, really. It's the jumps. Well, Raceland has made a mistake, so once again, it's up to Carl. He just needs this round and 2 more. Same gap still, 0.8. We know Carl is capable of doing this. And the thing with Onyx is that they're 1 respawn away from complete disaster. Oh, that's a really nice section. Oh, good jump, keeps the gear. Look at this fight. Can Carl hold on? Even second could be good for him here. Here we go. First jump. Works for all 3. Racing with a respawn doesn't change anything. Carl has it much better than Noisia. Can Carl win the round again? He gets the landing. And Carl does it. Another PB for Better Toast. 116.75. He's playing so well. This is actually a really good round. This is almost double 116. And they've not played this well the entire tournament. That was such a good round, but they still cannot beat Carl. 2 more rounds, maybe. Like, Raceland has shown that he can play this map pace-wise. He just needs to do one of those rounds, and this could be it. Better Toast with the respawn. This is it. If Carl wins the round, it's over. Provided Raceland doesn't troll on that jump. Huge burden on Noisia's back right now. Needs to beat Carl. He cannot rely on Raceland not making the jump. He has to beat Carl here. But how does he do it? So far, only Better Toast was able to do it 1 round with that insane snipe. So Raceland with a mistake, but will be able to stay ahead of Better Toast, who has respawned yet again. So those are pretty much set in 3rd and 4th. The only thing that can change is this. Can Noisia get it? Oh, Carl makes the jump. Oh, and it's pretty much over. It's all about this man right now. One jump away. He gets it. Raceland gets it as well. And Puff Bros win the grand final of the 7th NCSA Regional with a 3-0 score. What a grand final this was.